Hey everyone, Technomentary here with the video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up and activate the eSIM on your iPhone 16 Pro. So let's get started. So first thing here, I'm going to go ahead and power on the iPhone by holding on to this side button. If it's your very first time operating your iPhone, you just simply hold that, which is known as the side button or the power button, for a few seconds or until the Apple logo appears, and that will go ahead and turn it on. Now once it's turned on, we'll get into the process. And if it doesn't turn on, make sure it's charged. And this is the main screen whenever you're setting up your iPhone. You're going to swipe up and then select your language, select your region, and I'm going to select the default one here, and then size if you need it to be larger. I'll keep it as default. Hit continue. And then a quick setup here. If you have another iPhone you're transferring over, you can actually just transfer things over, or we can set it up without another device. And then you're going to need to connect to the Wi-Fi here in order to connect to the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And once you enter your password, you're just going to click on join, and then it will basically activate your phone to Apple's server. Generally takes a few seconds, sometimes it says a few minutes, but shouldn't be that long. So let's go ahead and wait for this to activate. And then software update. If you want to update your phone, you can update it now. You can always do it later. So I just do it later. Data and privacy. Basically, you can read through this. I'll just hit continue. And then setting up your phone. Now you can set it for yourself or a child. I'm just going to set up for myself. Face ID, which basically you can use to unlock your phone. Use Apple Pay, make purchases and such. You can set this up now. Basically, it'll scan your face. We can set it up later. I'll set up later so I can get through this process. And then passcode, you have the option to set a 4-digit custom numeric or alphanumeric. I'm simply choosing not to, just because this is a demo, but you'll need to enter it twice to verify that passcode, which is highly recommended. And then transferring your apps and data. Now you can transfer from an iCloud backup if you have one from a previous device. You can bring another device close and just transfer it as well, or backup from your computer like a Mac or PC, or backing it or restoring the data from an Android device using move to iOS data. For our purposes, I'm just simply not going to transfer any data, but this is a step you want to do if you're transferring your data from another iPhone. If you want to start new and a clean slate, you just do that. From there on, it's going to be asking you to sign into your Apple account. What Apple account allows you to do is download apps, use Apple services, use iCloud, iMessage, FaceTime. It's free to create one if you don't have one. If you do have one, you can use your existing one. Just simply select that option. And as I mentioned, you can create one for free by following these steps, or set up later in the settings as well, which I'm going to select here just so we can get through the process for the other part here. And then updating your phone automatically, you can hit continue here. And this just basically tells you if you want to use iMessage and FaceTime, which allows you to communicate with others. So I'm going to hit continue. If you want location services, you want to set that up or set it up later. Doesn't matter. And then this is the cellular step here. On the iPhone 16 Pro here, in the US model that I have, there is no physical SIM card. So if you have a physical SIM card, it'll generally go on the left side here. There should be a hole to put the SIM ejector tool and popping it out and putting the SIM card. But to set up an eSIM or transferring your service from another device, it's going to be quite simple here. You can go ahead and, for example, bring another device close by and then click on transfer nearby. It'll bring up this message. As long as you're running on iOS 16 or later, you can hit continue to transfer it over. Now, if you don't have that, or your carrier, the phone carrier, give you an eSIM card to set up with a QR code, you can use that. Just simply point your camera and it should scan that QR code, and then that will give you the ability to start it. Here I can't add this SIM card because this is a SIM card that's no longer valid, but once you do that, you'll just hit continue and you'll be able to go ahead and process your eSIM card, and that will activate the eSIM card on your phone. If for some reason it isn't working, just contact your carrier and they should be able to help you or provide you with the instruction for the eSIM as well. If it's not already on your phone, if you got the phone from a carrier, it should already be there loaded for you. Now, screen time here, which gives you a weekly report. I'm just going to hit continue. iPhone analytics, if you want to share with Apple to improve their product, I simply choose not to, but that's a personal preference. And then the display, you can choose light, dark versus auto when it goes light and dark based on sunset and sunrise. So I'm just going to keep it as is, light, hit continue. Silent mode. This shows you how to toggle on and off the silent mode from the control center. So I hit continue here. And then the action button, which comes with the iPhone 16 Pro, is this button right here that allows you to do certain action that you can customize. By default, it's the silent button, but if you can customize things like a flashlight or camera or other things, I'm just going to leave it as is and not customize it. And then camera control, which is the new feature on the iPhone 16 Pro, is this button right here. You can use it to open camera, take pictures, record videos, and much more. This is what that is indicating. So I'm just going to hit continue and hit continue. And then Siri, if you want to use Siri, which is a voice assistant, you hit continue so you can set it up, or you can always set up later in the setting. Emergency SOS basically allows you to make emergency services using all of this feature. So I'm just going to hit continue, and then welcome to iPhone, and we're all set up to ready to go. Now if you set it up, your cellular service with eSIM, it should be listed here. Again, I didn't set it up, but that's how you can activate it ready to go. And if you haven't signed into your Apple account, make sure you do so you can download and install apps as well from the App Store, which you'll be able to go ahead and download all of your apps. But that's how you can go ahead and start activating and using your iPhone 16 Pro. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please do consider the like and subscribe button for more tips and tricks for your iPhone and other iOS devices. We'll see you guys next time.